Hey guys, happy St. Patrick's Day. What are we looking at today? Well, go figure. Looking at the 200th anniversary export stout brewed with black patent malt. The Open Gate Brewery, St. James Gate, Dublin, 6% by volume. And the only thing that I had that was even remotely themed for the day was this green bottle opener that I have that also comes with a knife on it that I got from my man behind enemy lines, Midway Shooter. Oh, and the bottle cap looks just like, go fuck yourself. The glass that I got from Jimbo. The hell do I keep hitting? And you guys that have followed me for any amount of time know that there's probably been about 2 things that I've ever had from Guinness that were really good. And right now I can't remember the name of it, but NIHAP sent one once and it was just like, yep, gonna take a look at this one from Guinness. Wow, it's actually good. So it's dark. Let's see, how dark is it? Firefly, low, medium, and it gives up the ghost. Smells well, at least it doesn't completely smell like shit. So, cheers, guys. Guys. Come on. So the first comment was from Aunt Keck. And then Joey saying first and being wrong. And then Aunt Keck, screw you, Joey. And then Joey, you motherfucker. See, this is how this shit happens. I got a package in the mail from McLean 5179. This is green. Yeah. Breaking the law. Let's get into McLean's big package. And we have a note. Hey Eric, I wanted to send you these things as a thank you for all the videos over the years. The flashlight is the actual model used by the LAPD. I got this from a friend who is on the LAPD. It came directly from the Pelican company. Pelican? I'm a huge fan of Pelican, as you know. I have a Pelican case for the, obviously, for the JP, and a Pelican case for the 24-inch build, and a Pelican case for the Mosin. But I guess I've never really looked at everything at their site. I didn't know Pelican even made a flashlight. Directly from the Pelican company store. I have the same light in an older model, and it's the best flashlight I have, and I have many. It would work great for your job or around the house or both, but you're free to do with it whatever you want. give it away, donate it, or whatever. The other items are self-explanatory. McLean 5179. Let's do the other items first. First is a coin, In God We Trust, deplorable. I like that. I like that a lot. That'll, I don't even know why I have those there. That'll go right there. Firebird by Gonzo. It's a knife in a bag. Ooh, that's sweet looking. Without even opening it. Really like that. It's like a, I guess it's just black carbon fiber, but when you put those, almost look like heat treated blue screws. It wow. It's like what I do is I just go like think. That's badass. It's sharp. You know, whatever happened to all the sorry, I didn't mean to use the note, but the one worked. Well, it's sharp enough to hurt yourself. Let's put it that way. The Firebird. That's kick-ass. Pelican 7060 LED rechargeable flashlight. Front and rear switch includes strobe. 368 lumens on high, 150 on medium, 18 lumens on low. On high, it'll run for 3 hours. That's impressive. Directions. Who needs freaking directions? Okay, so it's got a power supply, and plug the power supply in. You could hang this on a wall. Tail switch. High, strobe, medium, low, high. And then it's got the tail button, and it's got a thumb button, and they both work as a momentary or locked on. Wow, That's badass. And if it's from Pelican, I'm guessing that it could take a shitstorm of abuse. Even the 18 lumens is bright. McLean, thanks, man. That's awesome. I don't know where this would be most suited. I'll have to read the directions to see if it hurts if it's sitting in the charger all the time, because this would be the kind of thing that I literally could mount. I said mount. Well, I was looking right at her tits. I could mount and put by, like, say the on the side of my desk, or by the back door, or maybe if it's not supposed to be in the charger 24/7, because it'll F up the batteries. But it's dude. I'm gonna have to do a review on this. Hey, thanks for the material. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. This thing is just I definitely don't have a knife. I mean, the closest that I have to a knife that's got that kind of a shape to it is this guy, but you know, people have said it kind of looks like a cleaver, but this is a cleaver. Man, me and Christopher were in vid chat last night, and I made the comment that I only have like 2 knives that I can do that with, and I started going through my desk drawer, and I seriously found like 6 more knives that I guess it's all in that technique. See? I would have not have guessed that, because this has got like a spring kind of a. Yeah, that's cool, man. I see the pocket clip can be reversed, so you can have it left or right, but it's already on the right side for me. Okay, back to the Brewski. Oh yeah, where was I? I forgot to, unfortunately, give these 2 clowns notification. Aunt Keck, haha. Aunt Keck, I guess Shelby wants a little taste. Yeah, she didn't like that beer, though. Crazy Scotsman, 4th fuckers. Ben N, 6th. Ben, F that, 3rd. Ed, 6th. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey. Crazy Scotsman, Brew Babe screams America. Whiskey. God, I don't know, you know. I don't really have any responsibility tonight. I think I'm just gonna go with a nice Scotch whiskey, my friend. Seems how I know for a fact that it's actually, yeah, see that pause where I had to actually confirm it? Where it's actually spelt right. No E in whiskey. And because it's for the Scotsman, there's got to be a bullet in it too. Almost got a bottle of Black Label today to give it a try, but as you'll see in a moment, I have a new passion, and it's gonna have to be well, what my friend Wheelwood187 calls a payday gun. But if Chuck, if you'd like to give me a hand, I'll point out the items that I would really, really like, and I know you'll come through because you're just that kind of guy. Actually, this might help from a little blow on the old whiskey. Rich Fumester 212. This just popped up and I'm 6th. Aunt Keck, whiskey, spelt it both ways. Actually, let me since it's Aunt Keck. This is kind of a little, but not like, kind of like a fully automatic, fully semi-automatic beer. It's kind of like that one that I had before, but it just doesn't seem to have a real follow through on the flavors. It's not a light mouthfeel, but it's not a medium mouthfeel. It's like a lightly medium mouthfeel. I will give it this, even though I really wouldn't categorize this as a stout, but I will say it does have more flavor, and it doesn't have that bitterness that you'll get from, like, say, a black ale. So I'm just gonna give Aunt Keck the credit for an upgrade to the beer. I was going to use that. Gotta save that. Still use it to clean something. Okay, Aunt Keck, well, we'll be doing anything but nursing this on. Gillian 426 here. Cheers, a cowbell. Yeah, that helps. Seeing how well, you can't see it. The bottle opener that's mounted on the drawer actually does say Guinness, and it has a 4-leaf clover. So I guess the most appropriate opener that I have for today, you can't see. Oh yeah, before Chuck's handlers come and take him away, you guys have all seen my G20. Oh, and by the way, anybody that was at Blog Radio last night, the appropriate answer was your G20, because when I did that video, I had everything laid out, but I did not put this on the counter, thinking that it'd be fun to do that in Blog Radio, and it was done. It was gotten by one person. Was it Gunwild? In the comments, but I said you had to call, and JR10 Desert Gold, it was the caller, and then he threw it out there right at the end. So he won the knife, and he elected to pay it forward to Mario Mosen. JR10 is just a class act. So you guys have seen my my G20, and you know that my goal was always, from the day that I got my G20, was to take it somewhere different than it just being a normal G20. Having said that, my goal was to take it in the direction of the race gun here. And I do agree with a couple of you. My thing wasn't to, and technically speaking, the barrel is what is doing all the work, so I believe you could probably still continue chopping the shit. JR10 and Smile Money continue chopping the shit out of this slide. But having said that, I'm not necessarily a fan of windows and you know, all that in a slide. I do like the designs and stuff that I've seen. I've seen a really awesome Celtic one. After having the opportunity, I really like the front serrations that a Glock normally doesn't give you, and especially if you have optics on the back, it gives you the ability to, you know, charge it without having to give your optics a reach around. So my goal was always to take the G20 in the direction of something more in this line, and this, of course, this is not done, and this doesn't even take it far enough. As it stands right now, it is my frame. My frame with the Lone Wolf Alpha slide. As you can tell, my old slide ended right at the front. This one goes another 1/2 inch plus another, and so you got 1.5 inches, 1/2 inch more, 1.5 inch more barrel. Basically, all I've really done right now is I have this mocked up to work. I mean, it's right now it's loaded +1. If I pull the trigger, it is gonna go kaboom. But as far as a visionary thing goes, and I don't have the name of the company right now, but they make a really nice aluminum magwell for the G20 and the G21, and you can order a 3 or a 4 ounce weight for it. I'd like to do the 4 ounce weight. Chuck, write this shit down. Nice big overstated silver, and this slide is done. Well, let me rephrase. Color does not need to be added to it. It's ready as it is. Front serrations, melt treatment. The Lone Wolf Alpha barrel and slide in it. Just because I couldn't stand looking at it with just nothing, I put a set of stock goalposts on it. I do have the sights, I just didn't want to put them in there yet. And these are the suppressor height. So it needs to be milled, and I have been in communication with my friend Mark, who works at JoJo's Gunworks. I would like Mark to mill this for the Vortex Venom. I will stay with the black barrel, at least for now anyway, and the black extractor. Basically, I pirated everything out of my G20 to put in here, except for I did put in a new firing pin sleeve, so that is ready to go. Controls, I would like to upgrade the trigger. I really like the flat trigger. Actually, I have little to no problems with this one in silver, so maybe that's what I might end up doing. I've already got the Ghost Rocket connector in this, so it already has a decent feel to it. So here's the end game. I don't know if the TLR2 will stay on it as a this would be a serious range gun, but for sure I want the trigger. I'd like to do an oversized takedown in silver, silver pins, a oversized slide release in silver, an oversized, probably even with the paddle on the end of it in silver for the mag release, and then the silver mag well. And yes, Stephen Bush, I would really like to get a few. And like when I say few, my goal would be to have 4 of the Hive mag plates in silver. So as you can see, my theme is black and silver. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get the opportunity to get out and shoot this or not tomorrow. Probably not. I don't know. I got a whole bunch of stuff done today around the house. J-Dog, you already know because we talked about it. But that's where this is right now. And unfortunately, Poly 80 doesn't do a large caliber lower. This is my little fake mock-up on that G17 lower. It as you can see, it fits on there, and actually it looks kind of sweet. I mean, I wouldn't mind this look, but of course, you know, I can't get anything but a G17 mag to work in it. And when I did the other one, I pirated some stuff out of here, so this is just complete fakery, except for my slide, which has been robbed of everything. But want my Vortex Venom over there, and what I really would like is I'd like to keep this sight on here that I got from Jay at Elite Ammunition. Problem is when you buy them, you have to buy them in a whole set. But the was it the TFOs, the tritium and fiber optic rear setup for this, and then I'm going to end up having to eventually buy another frame for it. So there's no need, and you know, the only other option would be is to sell the slide and the barrel and all. But you know, I'm more than happy with multiple 10mm pistols on hand. But this will be definitely going over there. And of course, the only extra cut on this is the top, so you can see that nice fluted barrel on here. So, Chuck, I mean, again, I hate to ask, but you know, if you could like reach into that thing that you have right about here, it probably actually says cheap right on it, but the magwell is $100. Those Hive base plates are $25 or $29 a piece. So 4 of them, you're already at another $100. And then some small items. I know you can get titanium pins for it. You know, the 3 pins. But you know, on the other hand, you know, I could probably polish up a set of stock ones. But right now, I'm waiting on a return message from Mark at JoJo's to machine this out, and if he's able to do it, and I can afford to do it immediately, I mean, I want to get that done, because the whole goal, even if it would have been that one, is to I wanted to be able to put an actual set of sights back on it and not use that that adapter. But JR10 Desert Gold was the one that turned me onto this. I mean, it works. It's just that I would like it so that if something happened, and especially because this was a home defense gun, you know, I wanted it so that if something happens quickly in your home, you know, I just wanted to be able to come up and get sights. Actually, if something happens in the home, you know, there's a whole lot of rounds in here. I'd just probably grab it and I would hold it at my side, and I'd just keep shooting in the direction that the threat was, and then I'd just keep on shooting till that fucker went down, because, you know. And as far as that goes, I have a brass stacker guide rod, and this was the one that came with the alpha setup, and I don't know, it's probably just as good, but to be totally honest, when I function the gun, this guide rod made more noise than the one from Brass Stacker did, so I swapped them over. So that's the next project. Basement pop. Okay. Now we need to move. I have no idea. It's been 2 days since we did a brew review. When I say we, I mean me. Rich looks like a nice drinker, and the brew babe looks pissed off. Well, you know. Gillian, mine hanging long and strong, man. More information than I needed, Mike. Rich Huff, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Crazy Scotsman, snowflake cunts always complain. The key is to shoot more. I'm okay with that. And Keck, dude, that's one hot damn pissed off, naughty, sexy, badass beer brew babe. Gillian again. If people don't like the noise, they should wear earplugs or move the fuck out. Exactly. And don't give me the shit, well, you know, we were here first. Well, no, well, yeah, that's a good question. I've never asked, but the property has been owned for a long time. They were probably there first. And this is to give you an idea who these people are. I mean, they're nice. I've met them. I mean, the first time not the first time, but the first time we were doing a shoot, I actually said, in 3 months, I'm going to have a buttload of people here. We are going to be fucking tearing shit up all day long. And they said, you know, that's cool. We'll just go visit our kids up in Virginia. Problem solved. And then after that, I think there's like fucking sunspots or something, and they got goddamn fucking stupid because everybody, and it's not just me, everybody has like said, what the fuck is going on? They have like weirded the fuck out. You know, they shook my house. Yeah, it's called fucking In the Red Exploding Targets, bitch. 25 pounds. If you wouldn't have been a fucking cunt about it, you would have found out what a 100-pounder was like. Hell, the fucking following year, the owner, Mike, from In the Red Exploding Targets. Never again. Issues. We had like 475 pounds of In the Red Exploding Targets. And the owner of the company up here for our fucking shoot. And because we shot 25 pounds of it on a Friday, the fucking cunt down the road had a tizzy fit and said, if my house shakes one time, I'm calling the sheriff. Call the fucking sheriff. Last time I checked, In the Red wasn't illegal. But Christine's dad is very good friends and doesn't want to upset the, doesn't want a disturbance in the force. So here I am with my dick in my hand with the owner of In the Red Exploding Targets and 450 pounds of fucking explosives. I mean, my dining room table looked like fucking Columbia. There's even a picture of fucking big bags of white powder and M-guns at 29 standing there like this, holding a fucking 308 assault rifle. Yeah, an assault rifle with a 1,000-round clip. And of course, because M. Gonza 29 is a fucking Mexican. Actually, he's a Colombian. It looked pretty authentic. Yeah. No, I'm exactly where you are. If I own the property, or if that day comes where Christine's brother is the sole owner, yeah. He already goes out of his, well, he doesn't go out of his way. He just does what he fucking wants and doesn't give a fuck what they think. Which is the way it should be. Mr. Holster, sorry, Joey and Keck was first. Mr. Holster, minute 57 for Shelby. Mr. Holster, 2:46, Shelby needs to be in charge. Yeah. Coming from a guy who, his whole fucking channel is run by fucking Jack, and he's like the fucking peon. I'm gonna take shit from you? I'm gonna have to check with my, I'll have to check with Shelby and make sure that I wasn't out of line right there. I'm sorry. And Keck, well, my kid's school district had their political theater walkout. My kids stayed in class. Nuff said. Amen. Exactly. And I know several of you, Stephen Bush, your fucking son just sat there with, and of course, you know, he wears his not PC shirts and shit all the time to school. Eventually, Steve, you're gonna have a problem because you know, we are, they're trying to turn us, they're trying to make us look like we are the minority, but we're not. We're the majority. And that's why we need to remember, no compromise. No compromise. Fuck you. You can take your bump stock and shove it up your ass, and I'll show you some rapid fire, you fucking piece of shit. Like I've said, I don't like them. And that's where I have a little bit of a difference with a friend of mine, Brad, not Brad Thomas, Brad Bennett, local, well, he's not even local because now he's in Florida, he's closer to Jim. He's like, there's this, I see no reason for a bump stock. Oh, I personally, I agree with you to a point, and that point is all the way up until you're letting a fucking libtard in your government tell you what you can and cannot have. Fuck you, no compromise. No compromise. I never gave a fucking shit about a bump stock. Now I want to own all of them. I want to put one on every single gun I have, including all my pistols. Crazy Scotsman, nice review. Cheers, brother. Cheers, my friend. I need to remember, tomorrow he's probably going to be doing foreign and domestic, and to not tell Christine that I will not do anything YouTube tonight, because I have a great time when I'm on the show with him and Alan. Jay is gay. What the fuck is that all about? Mr. Holster, wait till the voters in favor of the improved background checks requiring a mental health test and a 3-day waiting period with the rest of the Dems. Oh, wait till he votes in. Yeah, let's say that he never does. Mr. Holster, the Dems in St. Paul are going to attempt to pull a New York last-minute gutting on all semi-autos and mags 10 rounds and above on Monday. I realize, you know, because this is social media, but I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I don't give a flying fuck what unlawful fucking shit the state of Minnesota wants to try to put on paper. Our founding fathers and the men and women in our military fought and died for the right to not be infringed. And I will never give up anything. I will never register anything. And I will never have anything I have right now be limited in any way. And I will never give it to the government. It will all be staying in my family. Seriously. And if anybody in the fucking government, you know, you're listening and you think for a second that any of your bullshit is working with true patriots, I can tell you that there is a steady flow of stuff that is supposedly illegal in New York, that is constantly going to New York. Because when the day comes and we are fed up with you, there will not be a 10-round limit when we are fucking removing you from office any means possible. Boom. Johnny Concho. Good looking brew, babe, with all the right parts. Cheers. Rich Fumaster212. Well, I caught most of this on my way home, and I'm glad you're already got things lined out on the Rock Island. And that was my only 1911. I didn't realize they needed so much lube. I had only put a few drops in the usual semi-autos. That sucker does feel like it's on ball bearings. No wiggle room at all. You know, not to mention, Rich, we're also talking about a gun. Between you and me, it is still seriously only a third of the way through what I would consider a typical break-in period. But I mean, you're used to handling the guns the way you want, and like I Carry One said, you know, I personally think the 1911 is a gun that likes a little bit more lubrication, but I think the outcome of my video would have been a little bit different if I actually would have broke it down when I got it from you and did your stereotypical cleaning and the way what I do. I always put I've got several things, but right now I've got the Battleborn grease that I run on the slides. I also have the stuff from I think I actually pulled the company I used to advertise for. That they won't even return any of my emails, so fuck them. The grease, you know, it still works. Every time I ship out a package, I usually throw some shit in for some of you guys. But I always put some grease on the rails, and then lately I've been trying a few different things. Actually, the last few times, like right now, the Rock Island Double Stack is running on the Liquid Freakness. So I'll see how that shakes down, and of course, probably Monday or Tuesday I'll have that firing pin spring that I Carry One recommended, and I'll swap that out and I'll put that in there. I've already been in contact actually with Armel at Rock Island Armory. He is I got such high recommendation from Paul Hasman 440 and Pete at the Armory channel, and I sent them an email, and they've already set me up with a return to mommy setup, and I basically told them, whoa, I appreciate all the help, but you know, I got a few things I want to try before I'm going to waste my time sending it back to you, because Rock Island has a serious reputation for success, not for failure. So, yeah. And then down the road, the only other thing I do to that is swap out that front sight for the same one that's on my single stack. And if it wasn't for you know, a bunch of beers and a few shots of whiskey and things prior to this, I could tell you what that is. But yeah, Rich again. Oh my, that delicious FN57. Thanks, bro. I'll be right back with a mop. Yeah. Oh, and Rich, I don't know if I probably shouldn't tease you, because at this moment in time I have this, which again, this thing is just fucking all sex. It runs like a sewing machine. I carry one, and I think it actually feels better. It feels better in your hand than a Glock frame. I know. My G20, which is not ready for prime time, the Lone Wolf Alpha on my frame, which is a good start with where I want it to finish. And just because I also have the Grand Power out right now, just in case Bald and Curious, you're here. One of the things I guess I regret when I showed what happens when this gun fails. Well, no, you would have still seen. See, it was like he pointed out to me that it's like 3 positions: safe, fire, which means right here, safe, fire, and decock, and then back to that position. And when I was showing that the hammer kept going forward, you could plainly see that it was in safe. It wasn't in decock. I mean, I understand if the hammer is going to move forward. The hammer should move forward when it is in decock. Duh, that's what it's supposed to do. But when you are in fire mode, bam, fire. The gun goes off. Success. Success. It's not a problem when you're like this. But if this was like a real live fire scenario where I'm firing right now, boom, my hand's on the trigger. Worked that time. Didn't work that time. It is in fire. It is not in decocker. So don't try to tell me that I don't know what fucking setting it is. I mean, I appreciate all of the help that everybody has said, but there is something uniquely different about this. And like when me and Joey were in chat, it was like, okay, boom, the gun goes off. It will always do what it is supposed to do. See, look how slow I'm going. And yet it always works. But if I were to grab it like this, and I don't hit the hammer, It's just a big mystery. And it only has that fail while you're doing that. That is not enough of a reason for me to send it back in, because the rest of the time it is fucking awesome. And you do not have any idea how badly once I get this completed, I'm going to start saving some money for the Grand Power Excalibur 9mm. The fucking thing is just incredible. Foodmaster Chew 12 again. Hey, Dem-Dems. I've got your high cap mag full of hollow points hanging. Get to sucking. Ed. Slovakian and Joey's Legos Glory Hole Edition? ? I'm going to watch the complete review at work. I'm laughing my ass off already. Ed, I'll take the Brew Babe any day on my team. Rich, we should just ban cell phones for anyone under 21 and make it so you can't drive without mental evaluation as well. I see these stupid fucking these stupid idiots driving and doing a crappy job of it. Meanwhile, I'm paying higher insurance even though I've never caused a wreck in my life. Now you really got me going. Screw all of these worthless snowflakes, little pussified shits. Any day I'm on the road, I can look over and see, now I don't want to sound stereotypical, but usually see some fucking millennial girl in the car next to me, either at an intersection or moving on the freeway is the one I love the best, texting away. She's trying to make it look like she's not on her phone, but I don't know. You are the car alongside me right now, and I'm doing this. What do you think I'm fucking doing? Rich, just like Steve Miller said, everything's better when wet. Laugh out loud. Another fine review, my friend, and yes, we can talk now that I know you tried her out. Don't know about the brew. I'm drinking an Iron Monk Milk Stout as I type this. Cheers, brother. Well, just never mind. Not you, Rich. Just another fucking idiot. Ed, cheers, excellent and entertaining review, my brother. Oh yeah, shut the fuck up, Joey. I carry one. At 12:29, when you said something about your Glock, I was a little distracted and thought you said I have a screw loose, and then I lost it. Not exactly unexpected, mind you, but when I realized you were talking about a gun... Zeus! Make my day, punk. Why do we need this? Why do we need this in Russian? Christ, we're at it like a fucking hour right now. Cheers, my deplorable badass brothers and sisters. From Zeus. Zeus, love you, my friend. Ed, 1911's Love Being Moist. The Springfield runs good on the Lucas oil. Speaking of 1911s, Stalker Steve was wondering why in my spread of stuff I do not have the Ruger SR 1911 chambered in 10mm. That's because Chuck has not sent it to me yet, Stalker Steve. Bulwark 1911, heavy artillery. You know it. Stephen Bush. So, Eric, I take it that you like 9mm? ? I mean, where are all those 40 cals you have? Yeah, fuck you, Steve. At this moment in time, there's Two 40 cals left in my collection. The Walther PPS, which is Smile Money on duty as a security device somewhere in the palatial estate, and my daily carry for work, the P22. And that would be the full-sized 40 cal, and that would be the RTF2, the awesome framed RTF2. And I know some people would probably go, that's one of the more rare Glocks. Yeah, Glocks. But dude, you know what? I don't bump up against a grinder all day long. I just have it in a holster. So when the day comes that I really want to mod the bitch out and make her look all cool and new and shit, I will just have it. I'll just have the bluing or an equal product redone on it. But yeah. So yeah, eat me, Steve. Steve, the Note. I carried 3 of the 8 Notes, and they always had bad battery life. The S Pen takes up much needed room for the bigger battery. Friday, I will be getting in our S9 Plus cases from UAG. Yeah. Wow, that's why it's so quiet. I have no idea where my phone is and don't give a fuck. But yeah, that's the case that I use, and and that'll be the new Brew Review camera. My S7 Edge would have almost 15% more battery life than any Note 5 at the end of a workday. Actually, as far as size goes, Steve, if you want to touch tips, the Galaxy S9 Plus is the exact same size as the Galaxy Note 8. Just saying. John Solar, Cowbell, and Any Shot. Ooh, you trouble fucking maker. And it's been an all Scotch scenario, so later on tonight, of course, it'll already be way too late. So John Solar, by the time you see this, it'll be the Christine's blog radio show with Jerry. And if I'm a little bit pissy, now you know why. Oh yeah, that's so good. My hollow point. You showed the coin, college boy. You forgot a lot, like paying for guns. Laugh my ass off. No, I said, and it was an Obama coin, and to be totally honest, I'm not sure where it is, but I know I didn't throw it away, because there's nothing I want to shoot more than an Obama coin. I said my goal was to be good enough with my JP that at 1,000 yards I could... Oh, see, that one's a little small. My goal was at 1,000 yards, if I could ever hit something this size, I would be very, very happy. Especially after investing over $10,000 into a rifle. Oh, holy shit. I might have just found it. Yeah! Here it is. Here it is, Chuckles. My goal someday is to put a fucking hole right in the center of that coin. So stick your fucking alligator fucking cunt ass shit. Joey Cuz. Don't want to even know why. You know Mama has a flavored butthole. No, you don't, Joey. These are things that could really scar you forever. And we are officially at 1 hour. Joey Cuz, you know you disappoint me. I figured you would have as much have a much better picture than that. Don't push it, Joey. Wade, Irish, German, heritage. That explains why you still have a functional liver. Wade, hey, if Joey and Ann Keck get a room, I call dibs on the lube concession. Jay the lead ammunition on this video. Current again, like you fuckers care. Well, no, we care. Sharky762, you lucky son of a bitch with those screws. Oh, fuck. What are the odds? These fucking screws are these are disappeared, and in the process of cleaning fucking brass, I find both of them. Yeah, that's... You fucking hope to God I have the same luck on the lottery, Powerball lottery drawing tonight. Because if that's the case, you're coming over here and you're fucking cooking, and then we are going gun shopping. Perfect chest and rig for an AK on the Brew Babe. Perhaps this mainspring on the double stack 10M is just weak. Are those proprietary springs, ? Or does it take normal 1911? I don't know, but it's coming out of there because I carry one. Recommended a spring, and it has been ordered, and it has been shipped, and it has in transit, so I'm hoping to have it on Monday or Tuesday, and then the next time I shoot that gun, it is going to be fucking well lubed, and it's going to have the new firing pin spring in it, and then we're going to see where things go. And an absolute worst case scenario, it's got to go back to Rock Island Armory. But, like I told Rich, I love the way the gun feels in my hand, and it's a 1911 that holds a butt fucking ton of 10mm. What could go wrong? Well, other than not going off. Sharky again. Dude, your Lavorals are munching down on those Trigicon sites. Sweet. Where is character? Oh, so let me translate. What he just said is, so my fat rolls are hitting the Trigicon sights on my 5.7. And he's okay with that. Gunwild, luck was with you for finding those screws. Why does this shit happen? I would love to have lost those screws forever if I could get a Powerball win tonight. Because the first thing I do is I would order an airstrike on Chuck's house. Gunwild, Joey's icon picture is hilarious as hell. Yes. Gunwild, I have the same cell phone tripod mount. Works great. It does. Joey, Wade makes me nervous when he mentions anything about a lube. Joey, you don't have to read any more Aunt Keck comments. The Real Core Burnout, even better in a beer, or ever been in a beer coma that you remember? What kind of question is that? Real Core Burnout, who the fuck is Chuck? No, who the fuck cares? Aunt Keck, screw you, Joey. Otis71, left. Otis71, it does not say anything, you have to read it. And the last comment before hitting the refresh button, which will get the I Heart You Club in here. Damn, I forgot to comment. I was busy being called a moron, dumbass, dumb shit while defending the Second Amendment. The troll wants me to die. The stuff was all written in capital letters, so you know he or she has to be serious. Smile Money? I honestly don't know what you're talking about. If that was in blog radio, then all I can say is I don't know very many people. Of course, anybody that would have been in blog radio are all... I don't know what... I missed something right there. I'm hitting the refresh button. Mr. Holster, I hope Joey and Aunt Keck are not going at it. If so, both of you can shut the fuck up. Aunt Keck. Some foreign language. Aunt Keck, Mr. Holster, I'm over Joey. And that's where it ends, because we're at an hour and 5. Seriously, I don't know what it is about Guinness. Me and Guinness just don't get along. I'm going to give this a 5. I mean, maybe if you pushed me on it, I'd give it a 6, but that's it. It's just, there's just so much better beer out there. And McLean 5179, this thing is badass. It's like worth the price of admission just to be able to pull out something that looks like a fucking meat cleaver. And of course I like the unlock, pull back on the little unlocking tabs. But the coin, deplorable, and I'm being 100% serious when I say I did not know Pelican made a flashlight. Because if this flashlight is anything like their gun cases, you can put it underwater and then drop it off the top of a building and it will continue to work. Thank you so much. It's awesome. And Chuck, just a rundown quickly, Chuck. Extended silver takedown, titanium silver pins, 1, 2, 3, silver extended slide release, extended silver mag release, maybe one of the ones with the paddle on it, and the G20 magwell with the 4 ounce weight